Well, let me get prepared, dude. Shit.
I'm gonna go Milwaukee number 2 right now. Give me the Lakers number 3. I'm gonna take Boston number 4.
This nigga high.
And for my 5th one, I'm gonna take the reigning champs, Denver.
Yeah, he got a contusion.
He suffered something on that bike incident. He suffered something because you got Denver at 5.
Right.
The team that just swept the Lakers, you got that team lower than the Lakers.
They lost a couple key pieces. Yep, they lost my man Brown, and they lost Jeff Green, which was vital to their championship, and also their depth.
Now, you really think those are real? Like, I mean, granted, they did play a key part. Well, at least Brown did, but I don't think they're that key of a piece that's going to stop them from being a good team or a number 1 team.
I think the depth played a part, so I don't think nobody can mess with Phoenix, period. Unless they don't come together, injuries, happen. But I definitely got Denver at number 5. I think they dodged Boston. They got lucky. They didn't play Boston or Milwaukee, which I think would have gave them a better run for their money than anybody else.
Shit. Well, let me see.
If you need time, Sean, you can take your time. I'm gonna run down my 5 real quick.
Go ahead.
All right, so I'm gonna go with Denver number 1 because they reigning champs. Until they get knocked off, you got to get them number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, I'm gonna go with Milwaukee. I do like Milwaukee's depth. Number 3, I gotta go Boston. It hardens me to say that, but I gotta go Boston. I think Porzingis, as long as he don't get hurt, I think that's gonna be a key pickup.
Right.
Number 4, Phoenix, and then number 5. I'm gonna go with the Clippers.
This nigga.
I'm going Clippers because the Lakers, in my opinion, didn't improve. Like, they literally did not improve. They have the same team from last year, and you saw what they did last year. Okay, you added Jackson Hayes, cool. You added Gabe Vincent, okay, cool. But you didn't get like an over-the-top player. And you think them dudes gonna come back and play like they played last year, meaning Hachimura and Reeves the entire year? Okay,
I do think so.
Okay,
I can see Boston being number 3 and switching forward with Lakers, but either way, it's a flip of the coin. I forgot about Porzingis. Who you got, Sean?
I'm gonna have to roll with Denver as 1.
Okay.
Let me see. Ooh. I guess 2. I take Phoenix right now as 2. 3, I'll give Boston. 4, oh man. I think 4, I'm gonna go with Milwaukee. And 5, no, give me 4. I'm gonna go with Sacramento at 4. Give me Sacramento at 4.
Okay.
And my little dark team, I'm going to throw the Pelicans in at number 5 if they all healthy. That's my top 5.
Okay.
Quick question.
Okay.
Hold on, Ron, real quick.
Go ahead.
If the Pelicans can somehow get Dame on their team, how much better do you think that makes the Pelicans? If they don't have to give up Zion. Now, if they give up Zion, it's a wash. But if they don't have to give up Zion and they add Dame.
But who you giving up? Brandon Ingram?
Right.
You might have to.
No.
You say no?
No, because I'd rather bank on Brandon Ingram being there than Zion being there to play, playing wise.
Gotcha.
I know both of them have injury problems, but I'm banking on Brandon Ingram to play more games than Zion. That's what we've seen. So I don't know. I think I'll let Zion go before I let Brandon Ingram grow.
Rome, you on mute.
Yeah, I know, brother. Hey, question for you. Did y'all both pick Denver because they the reigning champs?
Yes. Because I always look at it like this. In order for you to be competitive, you have to at least beat them. And as of right now, nobody has beaten them. So that's why I said right now they have to be the reigning champs. I mean, they are the reigning champs, so they have to be number one. Until it's proven that they can't sustain that championship, would mean that they lose next year, then yeah. But as of right now, they have to be number one. In my opinion, number one.
Okay, so just quick question.
No, that's not for me. I didn't pick them because of that. I picked them because like Dunn said, I don't see too many teams that's gotten better that could beat them. Only team that I think that's gotten better that could compete with them is the Phoenix Suns, but I still don't think they're good enough to beat them. That's why I put them at 2.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because even though that Denver did lose key piece, they did pick up key pieces too. Like I think Justin Holiday is a key piece pickup for what's it called? Bruce Brown. Or, no, not Bruce Brown. You know what I'm talking about. Whoever they just lost, to Indiana Pacers. Oh boy, that just left. Because, I'm not saying he can shoot the 3. He could play defense. He's a lengthy person, and he could come off the bench. He's not going to give him the instant impact like that, like Brown was doing. I think he's a impact player in spurts. But I think doing a long haul, Holiday can play longer, you know what I'm saying, and give more impact. So I think they're still good though. And then I think they got what's it called coming back. The young dude who was playing good in the playoffs.
Brown.
Who?
Brown. The dude from
you talking about the white guy, huh?
The white dude, yeah.
I think it's funny. It's like Brown, but it's not spelled like Brown.
I thought it was like Brown.
Yeah, Christian. His name is Christian.
Yeah.
With Brown being gone, I think that's going to give him more minutes. And I think what I seen out of him, I think he can play that role and be an impact player also. And then I think we got Jamal Murray coming back as another healthy full year. He's just getting better, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, he just got better towards the end of the year. He didn't play a really good full season, and this is going to be his second full season. That's going to make him even better. And then I think if Porter just steps up a little bit, it's a wrap. I don't really see anybody holding him because Porter, to me, he's the key piece to me for them.
You make some good points though, but Porter is consistently inconsistent though. That's his only issue. But I didn't, that's a good point. The white kid from Kansas, I think he came from. He was balling.
Yeah.
That cat got game. And you're right. He was a rookie, so a year under his belt, he's gonna get better.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dunn,
playing with Joker. I mean, that dude just make everybody better.
Yeah. So you got Denver repeating this year, son?
I got to see what Phoenix look like. Phoenix needs to pick up a true point guard to me and some bench players. If they get that, I don't think anybody could beat Phoenix. That's the only thing that's missing. And I think they got time to get that during the season. So if they get that, then no, I don't think they can repeat. But if Phoenix don't get that, I think they can repeat.
Okay, cool. We're on the same page. What about you, Don?
If I agree with Sean, if they don't get a guard and like 1 or 2 more bench pieces, it's going to be tough for them to sustain that unless they do a rotation where they start off for all 3 of them on the court, rest 1, always have 2 on the court throughout the second and third quarter like that, and then in the fourth quarter, play all 3 of them. If they do it like that, then I can see it sustaining for a while. But I still think they need a point guard, and I don't understand why they haven't signed, in my opinion, haven't signed John Wall. I think he would be the better fit as a point guard right now for that team because he's not going to require a lot of shots. They just need him to get up and down the court and get the ball to build. Unless they see something that he can't do for them 3, whatever it may be, because, they can see it on a daily basis. That's the only reason I can see them not signing John Wall. But other than that, I think he should be – I would have signed him.
Right. I think deep down, I'm kind of thinking they got John Wall in the back pocket. They try to make some other moves first. Mm-hmm. But I think he's probably got a deal. Him and Bradley Beal pretty cool, from the Washington Wizards days. So I think, he's on standby, and they're just trying to, get a couple more pieces before they sign him. At least I hope that's what's going on.
But what pieces do you see that they can get that could, fit in with what we're talking about, like a John Wall type of impact player?
Well, so I think eventually they're going to trade Aiden, and after they get whatever they can for Aiden, then they're going to make their other moves. That's my opinion. I don't think Aiden's going to be there. I'd be surprised if he do. I mean, I think they can work with him if he does stay. But I think that they.
Let me ask you this: you trading Aiden? Are you getting the big man back?
Right, so that's the thing. Like with today's league, you really don't need them. But for two centers, they got Joker and Embiid,
and that's the problem.
Yeah,
you in the West with Joker,
right? Like so, I think they'll be okay. They can get a serviceable big man. You know, I'm still a Dwight Howard guy, but I think because Aiden can't do nothing with him either. You know what I'm saying? So I would replace Aiden, you know, with somebody else. Give me a couple more pieces to fill out my bench because at the center position, they don't need scoring. They just need rebounds and defense.
I'm not saying Aiden could do anything with them, but I'm not saying he's the best center out besides Joker and Embiid.
Right.
But to me, he's young. He still has an upside. And playing with these three guys now, I mean, to me, all you got to do is run the floor and rebound and dunk the ball.
Right.
You don't, you know, but you got to buy into that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to buy into that, then
I gotta trade for y'all. I gotta trade for y'all for this Ayton. I would trade Ayton for Clint Capella in a guard. So I would give you Ayton in a guard. I mean, I would give you Ayton. You give me back Capella in a guard.
See, anybody like that would work. You know, like Don. So that's I'm along the lines of you. So now Capella's not better than Aiden as far as like, you know, one-on-one.
No.
But for what Phoenix need, he's a better fit. A Mitchell Robinson out of New York is a better fit, you know.
Right.
They just need somebody rebound, defend, you know, and you know, like you say, dunk when you can.
Not somebody crying when they're
in the basket.
Yeah.
So
because he's not gonna get the ball. Like he's not getting the ball.
Right.
With them three, like he can't hang it up. Like I'm sorry. Like it just doesn't make sense because them three are gonna be free flowing,
right?
And they gotta take their time to wait on him to post up. You know, exactly. I think you're right, Rome. It's a matter of time before he get traded. So I do agree with that.
We're on the same page.
Almost definitely. All right, now we gotta transition over to this one. My guy Wu brought this one up to me. He was like, "Man, what you think this Olympic team gonna do?" I was like, looking at this roster. I don't know, man.
Looking at the roster, it's not a bad roster. You got a overall talented roster. You don't have no superstars, but you got talent, a lot of talent, who are unselfish players, which you need for this. But then you do need a dog player who's selfish, who's going to, you know, command the ball when it's time. Because if y'all all being unselfish shit, I don't know if that's going to work. And the only person I see on this roster is really Anthony Edwards that is going to demand the ball and try to take over like that.
Right.
I think Mikal Bridges could do it, but I don't know if he's that kind of player either. I mean, he did good for New Jersey as like being the number one player, but I don't know what all this kind of talent out there like that. I don't know. But I don't know if they could do anything with Canada. Yeah. They got 10 NBA players on their squad. And that's like normally is unheard of, you know what I'm saying? Right. Unless you're the USA team, and then they got like talent top to bottom 10.
You got SGA and Jamal Murray on the same team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they went young, so they gonna have problems, you know. I don't do y'all either one of y'all expect them to win the gold?
No, I don't. I think they gotta get, in my opinion, they gotta get at least one superstar. They need one superstar type player, maybe two. Now, what they could be doing is having these guys play for right now, and then let's say like a KD or Steph. I'm just saying using names, like one of those type of players will come in when it's time for them to actually go play for the gold medal. So I think like right now it's just a regular team, but my assumption is the superstars are going to play when it's time to play, whoever they may be.
I don't think so this year.
You don't think so?
No, because it's not the Olympics.
That's what I'm talking about, the Olympics. I'm saying when the Olympics come back around, the superstars are going to be the ones that's going to be there, not necessarily
but
the players on the team.
Okay, that's going to be what, 2 more years. What superstars are you thinking?
I got Steph for one because he don't have an Olympic ring.
Yeah,
so I got Steph joining.
Steph at 37? I don't think so. Maybe 38.
But if he don't get injured, I mean, his game translates to anything. You know, like he opened up the floor, like he's primed for the Olympics to me.
I agree, but I'm thinking of Steph going towards the end of his career coming back to try to do something with Golden State and not thinking about the Olympics that much. I mean, at that years, that's going towards the end of his career. I don't know how much he's going to put into the Olympics. This, to me, I don't think he's going to put that much time into the Olympics at the end of his career.
Steph, is that old? He's 37 almost?
Yeah. He will be. Well, he's 34 now.
So in 3 years.
This he's going to be 35 and going 2 more years.
So I didn't know that. So, but I still think, for one, the upper hand is Steve Kerr, his coach, you know, so I think he's going to use that bullet for him to come. I wouldn't be surprised if KD might go for another one. But like you say, the age factor again in that instance. But by then, we'll have some seasoned young guys that's probably ready to step up to the plate.
And that's why I'm thinking it's probably going to be almost the same kind of crew, because they're going to be 3 years into it. You know, they're going to be almost the vets now, because now these players are about 5 or 6 years into it. Anthony Edwards has been in, and he's going to be in his 8th year then. You know, I think they're building up into the Olympics now, and that's what we're looking forward to.
Right.
Because it's a lot of overseas players in the league now. Yeah. And we look at all the good players, we like, damn, they ain't in USA. Damn, they ain't USA. So
right.
It's changing.
Because if you think about it, the top players, Greek Freak, Luka, Joker, Embiid. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even came to an American player yet.
SGA.
Oh, but your boy Tatum will be over there.
Huh?
Yeah, well, hopefully he played.
Yeah, Tatum gonna be there.
Yeah, Tatum. Yeah. Tatum and Brown, I can see them there.
Right.
And I didn't even know Pablo. He's Filipino. He could be playing with them.
And you know what the crazy part is? What if he did do that though? Like, what if he did not play for the USA team?
I think it would be nasty, because even them, they got Jordan Clarkson over there. They be hooping too. They got a nice little squad
in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, I could see it easily, to be honest with you. That's why I said I wouldn't even be disappointed if they roll with other teams, because now it's almost like you want to beat the USA team, like more so than ever, because you can prove to the world that we're a good team. Like when you had LeBron, Kobe, KD, Jason Kidd, and all them, you wasn't gonna beat them. You wasn't.
Yeah, and they were top of the league. You know what I'm saying? They were the top players of the league. Right. Now the top players of the league aren't even USA players, and that's what's crazy.
None of them are, and that you're absolutely right. You would never think that would be the case, but if you look up north to Canada, they got some dogs up there, Jack, ready to go. You know, and so I'm looking at it they're gonna struggle with if this team. I think it's going to struggle because they don't have that certified star. Yeah. They got a bunch of good, like you said, good players, but there's no great player on the team. And I think that's what they're missing is those great players like we normally have.
I agree.
So, you know, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. All right, man. Listen. So, do you think that the Lakers should have re-signed AD to that long-term deal?
GPS, that's your squad.
Okay. I'll say I don't think they had a choice, Don. Like, you know, if we're looking realistic, injuries and stuff, then no, it's not a good deal. But to keep Bron happy, you know, to keep, you know, AD happy, I don't think they had a choice. Health-wise, if he's healthy, you know, it'd be a no-brainer. But of course, that's really the only issue. Take the health out of the question, then it'll be a no-brainer.
Even take the health out the issue. After I seen what I seen last year, I'm not signing them. I mean, not for that amount. Maybe I put you in a 1 year and see what happens, but I'm not going to sign you for a 3-year extension like that, because you were too up and down in the playoffs for me. And to me, everybody said healthy, you're supposed to be the best big man healthy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what everybody says. Healthy, he's unstoppable. Healthy, he's this. But that's not what I seen, and I guess he wasn't healthy during the playoffs, so I don't know. But to me, I didn't see it, so I'm not signing you for that much. And you got to do a lot more than that for me, because you kind of struggled all through the playoffs. It wasn't like you had even a good series. You had an up and down playoffs through the whole playoffs, so I'm not signing him up.
Yeah, technically he was healthy every other game, because this is how well he played every other game.
Yeah, so I'm not doing it.
What about you, Don?
You already know the answer to this. Hell no. Because to me, I'm with Sean. Like, I'm giving you a 1 year joint. And that's how I'm going to roll with it. Because to me, I can't depend on you. And the thing is, all right, so today is what? Trying to think what's today. Today is the 6th. The season just ended, right? We haven't heard a scene from you except for the little boxing match you was in. But I don't think you got better. Like, I don't think you improved at all. I don't think you worth the money. This is just my personal opinion. Like you say, he a top 5 talent when he not hurt, but I don't think he has been consistent enough to get that kind of money, in my opinion. So if he doing 40 and 15 a night or close to it, oh, you deserve all that bread. But like Sean said, he too up and down in the daggone playoffs. So why would I pay you? I'd rather do a year by year and see where it goes. Because once LeBron leave, then what? You stuck with Anthony Davis. That's gonna be the issue. Once LeBron leave, you're gonna be stuck with Anthony Davis. And how dependable is that? And
no, go ahead, you talk.
No, and I'm saying that's why I said I would do a year to year, because then that way, if you don't want to sign it, cool. After this year, I wash my hands with you. I'm through. Because what's the likelihood of LeBron returning next year?
I don't think LeBron's going anywhere, honestly. I think the Lakers deep down, they know it. People, talk around it, but the Lakers are the most prestigious organization in the NBA. I don't think he's leaving. I think his folks love LA, and honestly, where else could he possibly go?
There's a lot of places he can go. It's just a matter of if they're gonna.
I can't hear him.
I can't either. Rome, your mic just went mute. I think it's the dookie rope you got on.
Can you hear Mishies?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's Rome. We need to go out and come back in, Rome.
But man, I don't know. I don't know. LeBron's gonna retire in LA.
I don't think so either. I think they're gonna give it one more run, and this next year, and then after that, that's the end of it. Because it doesn't make sense. Like, especially so if they don't win next year, then what?
Really, if you don't win next year, to me, is you got to almost blow up your team and get all-star talent in. You know what I'm saying? Because what you have now is not all-star talent,
right?
Besides LeBron and AD, and we could halfway give AD all-star talent, but I don't think Austin Reeves is going to be an all-star or Hachimura is going to be an all-star. So if they don't do anything this year, I think you really got to go and trade off some assets and get all-stars in. If you're supposed to be the Lakers, that everybody talk about the Lakers, you know what I mean? That team, you got to trade off some people and get some all-stars in.
Yeah. Y'all can hear me now, Don?
Yeah, you good now.
Okay, yeah, I think though, honestly, with the Lakers, they just didn't have a choice. I mean, you got to keep Bron happy. You got to keep AD happy because you can't run the risk of him asking for a trade, messing up the season. I don't see Bron leaving though, personally. I could be wrong, but I just don't see him going anywhere with his family, breaking it up. I don't think he's going to put them through that again. Son in school at USC, kid, other kid in high school, daughter in school. I think they, got their foundation set, so I don't see him leaving. But the thing with superstars, they just get you got to pay them. You got to take care of them. You risk losing.
I don't know why issues keep dropping out.
Him and Jerome too close to each other.
I heard that. I think what it is, man. Internet be going in and out sometimes.
Oh man!
But every time he come on, it messes up, don't it?
I know.
Yeah, y'all might be too close. So you agree with it, Rome? Do you think it was worth the signing?
I just think you had to. Not necessarily. They just didn't have another choice. Like, who else you gonna replace him with if you don't resign him? That's the thing. Like, he's over the limit. I just don't think they had another choice. Like, they can't get nobody else. For what they can offer.
You don't think he has no trade value? See, look. Every time.
Dope. Look, all I was trying to do is get my goddamn fucking earbud to work. Shoot, I hate talking like off the phone. I could barely hear y'all.
Oh.
Now we can't hear wrong.
My bad, y'all. Man, I should have stayed in the background.
This is funny, man. All right. I'm waiting for him to come back in. So Issues, you think the Lakers did right by re-signing AD?
Yeah, they didn't have no choice, really. You can't get nothing better than that. So, I mean, this is my opinion. You can't get nobody better than him right now.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I don't think anybody better than him, but like I was saying, I want to sign him to 3 years.
I mean, it was a massive deal, but there's nobody can get better than that. So, your hands are tied.
To a certain extent, but in the same token, he's still under contract. So you can easily let him play out his contract if you decide you want to play it out. But that's a risk you're going to take if you're not signing him. So I guess by you signing him, that's going to give him more incentive to play, I guess. But personally, I just think they way overpaid for him. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Yeah, you can't be mad because the market, that's what it is. Everybody's getting paid a lot of money, so can't be mad at them.
But like I'm saying, I'm not paying you for 3 years after what I seen you do last year. I'll give you year to year. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about it next year, see what you do this year. But now I'm stuck with you for 3 years. And you may play trash for all 3 years, and I'm stuck with it? Nah.
And see, that was the point I was trying to get at, was that when you think about it, this is what next year be LeBron's 21st, 22nd season or whatever. At some point he's gonna start slowing down. But the way you got the contract structured is that AD is gonna be there for the next 4 years, essentially. So LeBron leaves let's say he leaves after this year or the next year, you still stuck with AD for the next 2 years after that. You think he's gonna be enough to carry a team? That's why I said
not really.
That's why I said it doesn't make sense. Now,
Right.
if LeBron play the next 4 years, then okay, cool. But I don't think he's gonna play the next 4 years.
Yeah,
I see
LeBron
him
probably
playing
got one more year. What you
I
see?
think that's 3 more.
3?
You
Yeah.
say
So
3?
he's what?
I think
40
playing
what?
this year, and then 2 more after this.
So he paid to be what? 42?
I
I think that's
about
it.
right.
Almost 43, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
about
about
right. No, because what, he's 36 now? Or 37?
I thought he was 38.
Who, LeBron?
Yeah.
I thought he was 39. Shit.
38.
38, okay.
So yeah, I give him 2. If he's 38,
He'll play 40.
yeah, you're right. He'll play the next 3 years.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, especially I don't know what's going on with the son and his health and everything, but shit, by then what? Bryce will
The
be in,
youngest
right?
one, right. I'm about to say the youngest one be up.
Can't go matter. He gonna play with one of them.
True.
So I think so. He might play with both of them. Shit, that's what he probably looking to do.
True. So true.
That should be wild.
Yeah, what if he did?
Sons in the NBA?
Right. That's what I said. That would. That would be wild if that was to happen. All right. So, question for y'all. Who you think is going to take the next step next year? You think it's going to be the Clippers or you think it's going to be the 76ers?
Ooh, that's a good question because I'm thinking it depending on who's getting James Harden. The Clippers going to get him or is the 76ers going to get him?
That's why the question was posed. That's why the question was posed.
Man, I think the Clippers will be fine without him. But I don't think the Sixers. I mean, yeah, I don't think the Sixers would be good with them. So I think the Clippers are going to be the better team when it comes out said and done. As long as it's PG and Kawhi is healthy. If we talking about healthy teams, I'm looking that way. But I think the Sixers are what the Sixers are. Every year we're gonna see the same thing until they get another superstar. James Harden's not a superstar no more. Tobias Harris, he's an okay player, and Joel Embiid, I think he's a superstar, but he needs someone to play with them. I don't know if Maxey could be that one.
Mm-hmm.
He's good, but I don't think he has superstar talent. You know what I'm saying? So I think they need a real superstar player. But I think the Clippers are set as long as everybody healthy.
That's the key word.
Right.
They ain't never damn healthy.
Yeah,
like the way they just need to leave it exactly the way it is at Clippers, and they'll be great. They don't need Harden. They don't need Harden. They just need to leave it the way it is.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I mean, honestly, they'll make some damn noise with that team if everybody stay healthy. Is the if, but they'll make some serious noise with that team.
That's what I think too. Yep. I don't think the Clippers need anything really besides health on their side.
I'm gonna say if he happens to join the Clippers, meaning James Harden, I would probably move Westbrook to Philly, and I would put James at the point. Then you would have Kawhi and PG out there. I think that could work.
But I don't think Westbrook's starting at the point anyway. Was he? Because someone was hurt. Isn't that why he was starting?
That's why he was playing, because somebody was hurt. But I'm just saying, like, if they was to make that trade, you would have to get rid of Westbrook. Like, you couldn't have Westbrook as your starting point guard.
And
I don't think he was.
Y'all know how much I hate Westbrook, but I'd rather have Westbrook over James Harden.
I don't know, man.
Because Westbrook gonna give you more effort. He's gonna play every goddamn game. He's just, I don't know. He's just a better player to me right now.
I get what you're saying. Like, I definitely get what you're saying. But I'm like, But I think James could do more as far as scoring wise goes than
Westbrook. Of course. But yeah, that's not a doubt.
Like what Sean always say, when they come down to it, granted, Russell Westbrook can play good defense, but Russell Westbrook can't score like James Harden.
Yeah,
that's why I'm saying, like, if they could pull this trade off, I think it would be great for the Clippers. But I wouldn't want to have to give up Terrence Mann. I wouldn't have to want to give up Zubac, and I wouldn't have to want to give up Norman Powell, because you're gonna have to give up somebody to get James Harden.
No, you can't give up Zubac or Mann.
Yeah,
none of them.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's the only big man they got.
Yeah, that's my point. So that's what I'm like. That's the only ones I would not give up. But you're gonna have to give up somebody of that type of clause in order to get James Harden.
They got Robert Covington, Westbrook, and some draft picks. They better be happy with that. For James Harden at this level of his career, you know what I'm saying? It's not like we talking about prime James.
Well, okay, so look at it like this. If you Philly, do you want any of those pieces?
No.
I mean, but I think Westbrook will be better in Philly than James.
No, I agree with that part, but I'm talking about the other ones.
I mean, but are we trying to get better? Are we gonna stay with James Harden? When we see what he did, or are we gonna go after Westbrook, who we think going to be better for us? You know what I'm saying?
I do think Westbrook will be the better fit in Philly for Joel Embiid's sake, because he's gonna get Joel Embiid the ball, and he definitely gonna score from time to time. But his goal is gonna be to make sure that Joel Embiid shines. That's why so much.
And I don't
and he don't need the ball.
He can hit the open three. He ain't great, but you know what I'm saying? Who else is it really out there that you need that could really shoot open three and play defense? He's 6'7", he lengthy. You know what I'm saying? He almost like Tobias Harris to me. Tobias Harris is way better, but he's almost that same kind of player. You ain't gonna get too much out of him. So
I would probably trade him actually. If I was no, that's gonna be too much. If I was the Clippers, no, I wouldn't trade for him. I would try to trade for James Harden. I'm leaving Tobias Harris alone.
Tobias ain't that bad, man. He's just he's not a superstar. He's just
I'm not saying he's bad at all. What I'm saying is
like the third option on a good team.
7th, 10th, 11th. You say?
Nah.
11th option.
Yeah, good third option.
He's like a good third option.
A good third option.
Yeah, 11.
So cool.
Oh man.
For a third option.
No, what I'm saying is when we watch the playoffs, right? The dude would be like, one game
he played good in these playoffs. He played good in these playoffs.
He hell yeah did. Yeah.
This playoffs, he played good. He probably was the most consistent out of all of them.
Yeah.
He did.
Okay. I got to give it to Tobias. He's the only one that held it down.
He was hooping.
So if we go back to it, right, then you say Tobias was the best player. Are we agreeing to that? He was the best player on Philly?
Not saying the best, the most consistent.
Okay.
Joel Embiid was still the best player.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page with that, because I don't think there's anybody on Philly that's better than Embiid. But the thing is, all right, so look at it like this. If you Philly, how many more years you think you're going to have with Joel Embiid?
I've been traded him. I'd have traded him now.
That's good. Well, I mean, yeah, if you would want to start all the way over, you might as well trade if you want to start over.
Because right now, I don't see Philly being a contender.
No.
And I don't feel that they feel that they're contenders right now, especially with Boston getting better. Milwaukee, I think, is better.
Yep.
And then you got to look out west. I don't think y'all compete with anybody out west, really. So, to me, it's time for y'all either to get somebody in here or trade your best asset.
So start the process over again?
Yeah, because the process never started.
It never did. It never did. I can agree with that one. That joke never started because the lies that they told the American public for a long time.
It's sad though because injuries, because everybody
injuries killed them. Yeah,
got injured. Markel Fultz got injured. Joel Embiid came in injured. They had a nice squad.
They did.
Like, they got injured. Man, they had a squad.
Yeah,
they
man.
were building that squad up. They did.
Especially Ben Simmons. What was his rookie year? Shit.
They had a squad.
But you gotta give it. All right, so look at it like this, right? It's easily been like 7, 8 years now,
maybe 10.
This process.
That process was a long process.
A long time, like, and you still ain't get the finished product after all of these years. You still ain't got the finished product.
It never made it out the second round. That's a damn shame.
And that's what I'm saying. So if you Philly, because essentially this is what you're doing. If you trade in James Harden, you admitting to starting over. You're gonna have to, because he's essentially your second best player on that roster. So if you trading your second best player on the roster, you're gonna leave Embiid by himself, and then Tobias Harris as the 5th best player on the team.
But
you're not gonna get
Maxey. It's time for him to step up. He's capable. He averaged 19 last year.
But is that enough though?
I mean, it depends who you're getting back. You know what I'm saying? If you're getting back a quality player, Maxey could be your second. I think he's going to average more than what James is putting up. Well, Maxey averaged 20. So I think with James gone, he giving more shots. He can average that 25 to 26 that you need. 6 more points. I think he can do that. Not a James Harden, with a Westbrook, more a facilitator. I think that'll be easy for him.
Yeah, because the thing is, you're not getting nothing back for James, really. Not at this point. Yeah, you're not getting much.
Right. You're not getting the like if you're getting Westbrook, you're not getting the score. So Westbrook
right
take that many shots, and those shots going to go to Maxey. basically Tobias Harris. Which Tobias Harris, if he can average 4 more points, that would give him 19, almost 20.
I'm in the group. I'm in my thing.
And then if Maxey could average 4 more points, that'll give him 24 to 25. And to me, that's solid. If you get 3 people over 20, and Joel Embiid, he give me 30 easy.
Right.
So I like Westbrook over there. I think that will be better.
And I think Westbrook can average a double-double, 10 and 10.
Easy. That's what I said. To me, if I'm the Clippers, I'll make that move. Because I think adding Harden makes your team better than you keeping Westbrook on the roster.
Yeah. Hit the open shots. Harden's a better shooter than Westbrook.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to guard Harden. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really don't have to guard Westbrook per se.
Yeah.
You just get him shoot.
Especially out in the West.
And because you got to think about it. You got to compete with Phoenix. You got to compete with Denver. You got to compete with Golden State, Sacramento. Like, you still got to compete with all of those teams. And those teams got at least 2 to 3 certified scorers.
Minnesota. Because I think Anthony Edwards going to have a breakout season. You got Oklahoma City, SGA. You got Luka and Kyrie. It's deep out there in the West, boy.
That West ain't no joke.
The Clippers going to need that extra firepower. Like, they're going to need it.
Yo, we talking about some 1-2 punches. Everybody got one at the guard spots.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Except for the Clippers. Think about it. The Clippers got 2 small forwards. They technically don't have that 1-2 punch.
Well, and even that whole, from the 1 through the 3, the West is locked. They got, it's deep out there. You think about it, everybody. Sacramento got a nice, 1, 2, 3. Phoenix got a great 1, 2, 3. Healthy New Orleans got one. You know about what's the call? G State. Then you got the Grizzlies too. If Ja ever get back, then you got the Clippers. Even young Houston.
That's what
okay.
It make more sense for them to try to trade for James Harden than for them to keep Westbrook because you need that scoring. You're going to need that scoring power.
I even say Denver and Dallas too. Man, it's crazy out there.
Yeah, you're gonna need it. So if they can get that trade for Harden, I think the Clippers will be all right. But if they can't, I think they're gonna be in some trouble because I can't depend on Kawhi or PG for an entire season.
Nah.
I just wish they would just stay healthy. God damn.
Me too.
It won't be a problem if they do.
But that's part of the problem is they don't. It's unfortunate because you wishing on the star that this gonna happen and it never happens. Like think about it. Just the same with who was it? Was it Houston a couple years ago that couldn't stay healthy because Chris Paul kept getting hurt when he was with the Clippers. He kept getting hurt. Those Clippers teams was stacked, but they could never. Yeah. They never had a point guard to get him there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. But listen, listen to this question. I've been thinking about this. What do you think your worst NBA trade ever was? This is the one you think was the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Worst NBA trade ever.
I got one off the top.
Who?
When Memphis traded Paul Gasol to the Lakers for Marc Gasol.
No.
That was a fair trade.
It sounded bad because no one knew who his brother was.
That boy, his brother was nice. You didn't think so?
No, hold on. I said at the time it happened. I'm not talking about afterwards. I'm saying at the time when it happened.
The time it happened, it messed up. Well, helped the Lakers out a lot. But
yes, because remember, Paul Gasol was in Memphis, or Vancouver, Memphis, whatever you want to call it. He was out there. I was like, yo, this dude is a dog. And they had Stromile Swift, and I forgot who the guards was. But they had a really decent team. Then all of a sudden, they pulled this trade off. The Lakers did. We want Paul Gasol. And they traded Marc Gasol and like 5 other high school players. Like, yo, what is this?
Yeah, like, but Marc Gasol wasn't even really playing. Like, they didn't even know what they had with them, though.
That's my point.
Marc Gasol ended up, you like, man, this dude's killing.
It took a while, though, for you to notice who it was.
Yeah, because he's out there, man. But I don't know.
That's damn. That's a interesting question.
It did help LA though.
Really,
a lot. It
really,
you know, them to a championship squad.
I mean, if I want to like just be silly, I could just say that Minnesota, Boston, sending KG over there. If you want to be silly.
I think that was the greatest trade ever known to man.
What was the trade? What was the trade though?
It was the Celtics gave up like 4 or 5 players, I want to say. But it was like KG and somebody else. Was it Ryan Gomes? Was he the part of that trade?
I gotta look that one up.
Yeah, I do too. It was like they traded like 4 or 5 players for him.
I remember because he was supposed to be pretty good coming out of college, Ryan Gomes.
Yeah.
It never ended up being nothing. Dang. I didn't know this. That Dirk was traded on draft day for Tractor Trailer.
For Tractor Trailer, yep. I remember that.
What?
Yeah, that's what it was. So Garnett got traded for Al Jefferson, Ryan Gomes, Sebastian Telfair, Gerald Green, Theo Ratliff.
So the Boston got Al Jefferson too?
No. Boston traded
Al. Yes, right. They did have Al. Al used to ball, man.
Work out in that post.
Yes.
Big Al used to act a fool in that post.
Yes.
That little ball. That spin off, his drop spin was nasty.
Yeah, man.
And
he touched the paint, it's a wrap. That was my guy right there. I hated to see him go, but hey, for Kevin Garnett, I loved every minute of it.
You say you hate seeing who go?
I said I hated to see Al go, but hey, for Kevin Garnett, because I knew it was a bunch of people that they traded him for. So it was Ryan Gomes, Sebastian Telfair, and Gerald Green. You know, they gave up 6 players. They literally could have restarted their whole franchise with that 6 players.
Mm-hmm.
What'd they do to get Ray Allen? He was already a free agent. How'd that work?
Yeah, I think he was signing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that he had signed there, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't remember. And if he was traded, I think it was it had to be like a sign and trade or something.
Yeah.
If he was traded there.
Yeah.
But damn, that's a good question though. I can't think of something that like stands out.
Yeah, me either.
Man, y'all crazy.
I mean, unless you want to say Sam Bowie for Jordan. I mean, wasn't that the one?
No, they just didn't pick
that
him.
Was draft.
Yeah.
Thought it was a trade or something.
No, that was a draft. It was another one that was pretty bad. The one that was supposed to happen was Chris Paul.
Yeah.
To the Lakers. That one was supposed to happen.
That video was.
Man.
I can't believe I hadn't seen a veto since.
Because I think the what the CBA took over, you can't do it no more. You know what I'm saying? The players. So now it ain't even an option for them to do that shit.
If Chris Paul would have went over there, that would have been stupid, man.
Man, who you telling?
Mm-hmm.
They had to stop it.
Oh,
he would have got him a ring though.
When the Seattle Supersonics traded said Scottie Pippen.
Oh, for Owen Polynice?
Yeah.
I didn't see you gave me some game. I didn't know Scottie. That's where he started.
Well they traded
draft day.
There.
Oh, it was draft day. Okay.
They traded Owen Polynice for the draft rights of Scottie Pippen.
Scottie could have been up in Seattle.
So he would have been over there with. He would have been over there with. Who was that then? With Kemp.
And X-Man was there, I think then.
But Kemp came like a year later.
Yeah.
And then GP came 2 years later.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And they had Detlef Schrempf, Kirsty Hawkins.
I used to love that Sonic squad, man. Bulls,
Nate McMillan,
man.
the point
Nate
guard.
McMillan, yeah.
Sam Perkins was out there too for a couple years.
Yep.
That little shrimp, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was on that squad.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. It's when you think about it, like you like, yo, what? When Charles Barkley got traded from Philly to Phoenix.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy too.
See, there's a lot of them, man. When you think about it, you're like, yo, I forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm. Shit. Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah, that Rasheed. Yeah.
About that one. That was the dumbest trade the Wizards ever made.
Because he didn't even play or anything in Atlanta.
that was a last missing piece we needed, boy. Oh man,
that was a blessing.
Yes.
It's like, man, we don't know what to do. Take him. Like, what? Rasheed, and he came out there like straight up turned to. Well, he was already all-star to me. I already knew what he was capable of, but when he got there, he's like, all right, now we'll show y'all how to hoop. He was out there killing.
Because didn't he go to Atlanta first, and then he came to Detroit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Atlanta
I don't know what he
play.
No, they did. They let him play that one game. Remember, they let him play that one game, so he got a jersey, and then they traded him.
Yep. Then he was gone.
That
shit was crazy, and made him championship team.
Atlanta should have kept his ass. They stupid, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have no desire for him because remember he was an older player at the time, and Atlanta was young, so they really didn't need him.
So was that was the Atlanta with Josh Smith and Joe Johnson and them?
Yeah.
Or no?
And,
was he on that team?
Stat Jack was on there.
Yeah, he might have been on that team, but they didn't need him.
They didn't need him. Okay.
No, they didn't need him. That's why they traded him.
Look, they had Steve Smith. That's who it was.
I'm trying to remember what that team was. I know it was a while ago.
Steve Smith was on there.
So that was before Josh Smith and them.
I think he may have been a rookie. I'm about to look it up.
It's probably when Speedy Claxton and all them sorry motherfuckers was here.
This man said Speedy Claxton. I'd be John Brown. I ain't heard that name in long.
I remember Atlanta was terrible for a while, and then they got when they got Joe Johnson and all them, they started balling again.
Because I want to say he was in what's his name first.
He couldn't have been here with Joe Johnson then, because he would have stayed here if that was going on.
So he went from the Bullets from 1 year, then he went to Portland for like 4 or 5 years. Then he went to Atlanta for the night, stayed at the Motel 6, and then got traded to Detroit.
Was that the Bullets with what's his name? Jameson?
No. It was Juwan Howard.
John Howard.
Yeah, it was Juwan Howard, Chris Webber, and Rasheed Wallace. And they traded Rasheed Wallace for Ross Strickland.
Because Jameson play for them, or am I tripping?
No, he did, but he played for the Wizards, not the Bullets.
Okay.
So when they changed the name, because there was so many people getting killed in the city, they was like, y'all got to change the name.
The Bullets.
I'm serious. That's why they changed the name to the Wizards. Like they was saying, was too many people dying from gunfire and gunplay.
Yeah,
they changed the name, and so they had a
Atlanta team.
Huh?
That Atlanta team was nice. They had Kenny Anderson, John Barry, Josh Childress, Tony Delk, Boris Diaw. Remember Tom Gugliotta?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gugliotta. That was my dude.
Mm-hmm. Anthony Pillar used to kill. Anthony Walker was on there.
Antoine Walker was on that team too.
So why did they trade him so fast then?
I don't know.
Now you got me intrigued by this then, because
they must have been sorry as hell.
Yeah, 13 and 69.
Okay. Okay. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense why they traded him. Okay. You don't have a need for you here, sir. You might as well go ahead and go about your life. We have no need for you here. Those, I didn't know they was that bad. I knew they was bad. I didn't know it was that bad though.
No, Rasheed, he probably like, shit, I ain't playing here. The fuck?
He literally played there long enough to get his name on the jersey and was out the next night. Like it happened that fast.
Damn.
Dang. Yeah, that's crazy.
And then after that, it was the one that still shocks me to this day is the Kobe Bryant Charlotte Hornets.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Freaking Jerry West. He saw it. He was like this. Nah. We gotta do whatever we gotta do to get this boy out here.
Yeah. You got a number one, like what do you want to call it? Generational player at number 13 or number 12, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
One of the greatest players ever at like 12.
Wasn't there the rumor Kobe didn't want to play for Charlotte though?
Yeah.
It probably was.
Okay.
That still wouldn't stop me from drafting him. Did you see what this boy was doing in high school? And I'm the Charlotte Hornets, like
But back then, that's when the NBA wasn't really high on high school players and stuff like that anymore.
Yeah.
They was gonna let him ride the bench, not give him time and stuff like that. Kind of like what they did in LA. He wasn't getting that much tickle when he first came in.
Nah, he wasn't playing. You're right.
But who was he going? But he wasn't gonna play over Eddie Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like Eddie was the man.
Yeah, but you bringing in the talent. That's when you got to trade off someone, like they did. They did. To me, they waited too long because I think Kobe should have came in and started. Just to get him up and going. Because you see how hard this dude was working.
You did.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
when they sent Eddie to Miami, right?
I think Miami or Charlotte.
It was Charlotte. It was either
Charlotte.
One of the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And that's when, but I think one of them should have been gone or pushed him to the No, you had to trade Eddie because he was all-star talent back then.
Yeah, that boy was nice.
Yeah.
But
That was kind of hard.
That's what my point was. If I'm Charlotte, there's no way I let this. Because now looking back at history, right? You gotta look at the Sam Bowie joint, right? And then you gotta look at this Kobe Bryant trade. And you looking at it like, these people literally could have changed your organization forever. And you let both of them, and both times y'all just let them go. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is like, it is what it is. But just knowing the fact that you could have had these dudes in your house, and you just like, nah, I'm good.
But at the time, who was on Charlotte? Was that Larry Johnson and them?
Yeah, nah, Larry Johnson. I think he was gone by then, right? Because that
was gone.
93.
No.
Okay.
When Kobe got in.
93.
No, Kobe came in 96. He came in with AI and them.
So was that? So was the team with Glenn Rice and them? So was the team with Glenn Rice?
Yeah, I think so. Let me look.
Yeah, I want to say you're right.
Because Glenn Rice, they had a squad when he was there. Man, if it would have been Kobe, Glenn Rice, oh my God. Whew.
How my man with the curly perm do it, Sean? Like, there's no way.
So they had Muggsy, Scott Burrell, Tom Chambers, Dale Curry, Tony Delton. Well, they traded Vlade Divac there for Kobe. And Anthony Mason, Glenn Rice, Malik Rose.
Squad, boy.
Ricky Pierce.
Squad, man. Remember, Ricky Pierce was underrated, dog.
Hell, man, that dude had a stroke. And Rayford Austin.
So basically, that team, they didn't have a good team.
Man, Rayford, I don't know what happened to him. He had that one good year in Detroit.
The gist of that team is what? Like, what do you grab from that team? What type of record do you think that team had? Or what record did they have the year before with that team?
Oh, they weren't that good. They were.
But that's what I'm saying. So,
I guess they was. They was fourth in the East.
So then
or in the Central six. They was 54-28.
So you add Kobe to that mix. You telling me he don't put him up in the top?
Him and Glenn Rice alone, just forget it, man.
Man, y'all crazy as hell. There's no way I would have trade. Kobe would.
Yeah.
There's no way I would have did that. But again, I understand at that time, high school player, give or take, he may.
I wonder how old Vlade was at that time. Was Vlade old?
Let me see.
That's what, 96? I think he came in, what, 89, 90? Or no, or 91, 92. He might have been in the league like 5 or 6 years at that time.
He came in '89.
Okay.
So at that time, he was 8 years in.
Oh, 8 years in.
Shit, he still was in his. Yeah, man. That team could have made some noise.
He played
35 minutes.
He was doing how many?
35 minutes a game. Playing
and
all 82 prime.
And then with the Sacramento played some years too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He went to Sacramento, played 82, 81, 80, 80. He was giving them games. Yeah. Lottie played a good long career. Averaging a double.
That boy can ball, man. And he could pass. That dude was all right.
Yeah,
Those are good days.
I don't know. That train just kind of make me mad because I'm looking at it like.
No, I agree with you.
Like, what would Charlotte be? Charlotte wouldn't be what Charlotte is right now. Granted, it's a small market, and I get it. But if he would have went there to Charlotte, imagine like what they would have been or what they would have become.
Yeah, that old Jerry West stole that one, boy. That's crazy. At number 13, you got a number 1 pick. When your squad was, already decent. The Lakers are already decent. And then you went and got Shaq. That damn Jerry.
Do it to you every single time, won't he? Won't he do it? Yo, Jerry West pulled out a lot of major deals, Jack. A lot of major.
Man, that Lakers roster 96, they had Kobe, Cedric Sabalas, Derek Fisher, Robert Horry, Eddie Jones, Shaq, George McLeod, Ramil Robertson, and Byron Scott, and Nick the Quick Van Exel.
Damn. I remember Jordan McLeod used to hit them damn threes, boy.
So why did the Lakers need Kobe?
They didn't really.
They couldn't pass up on that talent, man. They knew it.
No, I'm just saying, like,
they didn't need him.
Right, but what Jerry West did was smart. Like, I'm saying more so for people. Like, if I'm Charlotte, I'm like, yo, we could use this dude in some capacity. But they was looking at it like, we'd rather have Vlade Divac. He's a proven veteran. Yeah. Man.
Who the hell the GM was for Charlotte? Who was that idiot, man?
It really don't even matter at this point.
Like, what was he doing, man?
That's just wild.
Why was Michael Jordan's ass?
No, he was playing that.
Michael Jordan was tripping too. Oh my god!
So if you look at it, every position was Kobe's position. They were deep. They had Cedric Sabalas, Eddie Jones, Jordan McLeod, Ramiro Robinson,
point guard,
Byron Scott,
point guard / shooting guard.
Mm-hmm. And then you had Corey Blunt,
big man.
But they were all playing his position. Small forward, shooting guard.
That's why it was so hard for him to get on the court because it was almost like he was saying, like in practice, that he was pushing Eddie the whole entire time.
Oh, and Eddie Jones. I don't know if I said him, but yeah.
No, you did. You said Eddie. But they were saying he was pushing Eddie the whole entire time, and I was just like, I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
But,
damn.
Eddie was no joke, though.
Yeah, he was no joke, man.
Coming out of Temple.
He was long, had that pull up.
Yeah.
Athletic as hell. Man, I used to love some Eddie Jones.
Man.
Nice.
I was like, I watched him play when he was at Temple, and I was like, he dunked on somebody. It was like a Tuesday night game or something. Dude jumped from like the free throw line. You know how he is with that little one leg. It always looks like he about to fall, but he's like you said, he looked like he about to fall, but he'd be floating in the air. And he dunked on somebody, and I was like, okay, I would like him. I want to draft him. And then, like you say, he had the pull-up game, so like he had everything going in there. Because I want to say he left. Did he stay all 4 years?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he did. Yeah, I think he came out. I think Aaron McKee might have stayed 4 years, but I want to say they came out around whatever. I thought Timber was a pretty good team back then, but I was happy that the Lakers drafted him. I thought he was a good fit, but then you knew his days was numbered once Kobe got there, and unfortunately, they were numbered, and he was eventually shipped out of there. So Eddie Jones, Shout out to you.
I used to love Dan Axel, man. I used to love that dude, man. He was one of my favorite players.
I too.
He remind me of Sean, like a lot. Just be doing some wild stuff. He be like, yo, what you doing? Sean just be making up stuff on the fly while we playing. Like, yo, what are you doing? He was open. He should have caught the ball.
I think he's a beam motherfucker with that ball.
Yeah, like, yo, he was open. What you want me to say? He was open. Like, yeah, he was open. So, all right, fellas, this is another Sunday in the books.
Yes,
now,
sir.
issues. This is the question I got to ask you. Will you be here for the NFL?
What you mean?
Because we're going to start on Sundays for the NFL.
I'm a football fanatic, so you got to do it before 1 o'clock.
Well, we always do it before 1.
Okay, I'm with it. But I watch all them games, bro. That's what I do.
Okay. So I'll get the time and stuff, but we'll start it though.
Yeah, I mean that might be what you're an hour behind, Sean, or it's the same.
It's 3 o'clock right now.
So it's
4. Yeah.
An hour behind. So if we start at 11 or 12, it'd be like 10 or 11 your time. If you could do it that way. If you can't do it, I ain't gonna pressure you into it.
We could always do whatever, record it and post it too. Whatever y'all want.
All right,
yeah.
Cool. Like that too. Record it on like Friday night or Saturday night.
Do that. We figure it out.
All right.
All right.
Enjoy your day.
All right, brothers.
All right.